This is your last opportunity to buy a move-in ready Westin home in Grand Central Park. I've actually lived here over 6 years. I've sold a ton of homes here, but I've dreaded this day. I knew that it would come at some point, but I've been putting it off, but it's finally here. They only have 7, and I mean 7, of their larger products left in this entire community, and this is your last chance to buy one of these. In fact, throughout my time living here in Grand Central Park, they usually don't have these bigger move-in ready homes available. Later in this video, we'll go to the model home and we'll show you their smaller product and what it looks like to build that. But if you're wanting those 3,500 to 3,800 square foot 2-story homes and their coveted 1-story, which is very rarely up for sale on their 65-foot lots, you're gonna wanna check these out. We picked my 3 favorites out of the 7 that they have left, and all 3 of them have something completely unique going on. This is their largest floor plan, their 5-bedroom, and their most popular. But that 1-story, I was this close to building when my wife and I were looking at floor plans to build. Everybody loves Grand Central Park because of all of the trees. In fact, Grand Central Park was a Boy Scout camp for over 75 years, and when Johnson bought this land, they did a great job of preserving what made this place so special. There's over 5 different well-established lakes all throughout the community. One of them is over 88 acres. It's got great for fishing, but it's also got some really nice nature trails that carve all throughout the woods. So even though you're right here in the middle of everything in a phenomenal location, you've got that nature. You can come out here, take a deep breath, and relax. And they did a killer job when it came to building amenities in this community. The lake house is perched up on a hill overlooking those lakes, and it's got an amazing gym. It's got your resort style pool to hang out in the summer. And another thing that I love is this is the most convenient neighborhood anywhere in Houston. You can literally hop in your golf cart, drive up, grab a cup of coffee, grab a bite to eat, and it's just so convenient. You've got groceries, you can do curbside pickup. It doesn't get much easier than that. And probably one of the biggest reasons I personally chose to live here in Grand Central Park is the location. It is directly off of I-45. It doesn't get more convenient when it comes to access in and around the Houston area. You're about 45 minutes into downtown Houston, but you're only 4 exits from the Woodlands. You've got so much fine dining and good shopping options in the Woodlands. And then Conroe's exploded. Downtown Conroe is really, really revitalized. They've got live music, bars, restaurants. And so this location really puts me in a great spot to be able to access all of Houston. So that's why I chose to live here. And even though it is cold and overcast and probably not the best day to film, and traditionally I don't like to show you homes that aren't furnished because they don't look as good, I had to make this video because having lived here for 6 years and our team sold over 50 homes here in Grand Central Park, I know a good deal when I see one, and they rarely have their larger products that are completed, ready for you to purchase, and these are the last 7, guys. Once these 7 are sold, you will never have the opportunity, unless you buy a resale, to own a brand new construction, large Westin home here in Conroe's best master plan community ever again. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna check these out and see which ones you like the best. Now, every single Westin home is going to have a similar feel to it, but they all have slightly different layouts. And so what I like about the Carter is not only do you get 5 bedrooms, but you also get this home office right at the front, and it almost feels like you get these two-story ceilings. So it's nice and open. You got the double doors. Now in this floor plan, because it's an inventory home, the flooring that they chose is a wood look tile, but it actually does have a true kind of wood tone to it. Sometimes they go with that gray modern, but I wanna get you in here because this home really opens up. This is, I think, probably the most iconic piece of a Westin home. It's gonna be these spiral staircases. Now it's Christmas time when we're filming this, and I have my tree set up right here. It's the perfect place for it. In fact, we probably need to throw some pics of that up so you guys can actually see it because I talk about it all the time. Now, with the Carter floor plan, one thing that I personally didn't like about this floor plan when I was building and picking out my floor plans was it does have a formal dining area. Let me know in the comments, is this something that you're actually going to use? Some people love it. Some people, that's on their checklist of their top 3 or 4 items, but it wasn't for us. For us, I wanted that downstairs home office and then a separate playroom here on the first floor. But one thing that this floor plan does check off of my list is it's got a secondary bedroom on the first floor, which we'll show you in a second, but this is the main living area. They've got these new electric fireplaces. So because it's move-in ready, you can't switch it out for gas. So this is what you get. I'm also curious your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this feature or not, but I just want you to see how open these big living spaces are. I think this is what really draws people to these Westin homes, is as you look back up at that staircase, you can kind of see into the upstairs, and you can do a lot of really cool stuff after you close on these homes, you know, just with painting. We've painted our circles to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of dimension. Now, this home actually has an upgrade that a lot don't. This has the waterfall edge on these countertops. And so you've got the quartz countertops, but instead of just sheetrock on the side, it actually kind of drops down and around all the way. So they don't have their appliances in yet. They do have the stainless steel farmhouse sink, but you're gonna get typically some pretty nice KitchenAid appliances with these homes. And then this will more likely than not be an exposed vent hood that goes up. But they took the backsplash all the way up. You've got the hardware already built into the cabinets. And then you've got a nice little kitchenette area over here looking out onto the backyard. Now this backyard is pretty good size. It doesn't back up to rear neighbors. It actually backs up to a road that's gonna connect out over to the freeway. So you can have really good access in and out of the community from here. This could easily accommodate a pool, but you don't need one because you do have that neighborhood pool, which is just really, you know, a 5-minute walk away from this specific home. They don't have a gas stub out on this one. However, they do have your water spigot here. They've got your plug, but a really nice covered patio, pretty good size. You got 10-foot ceilings on it. And then coming back inside, you've got an area that I would probably recommend doing built-ins in. We did this in our house. We've got a kind of a cubby on each side, but you just hire the same cabinet company for about 1,500 bucks. You could do a built-in right there, which I think would be a nice touch. Now coming on over this way, Westin does a cool thing here. They give you like little art nooks throughout the house. So they're pretty good, even though it's just kind of plain sheetrock before you paint it. They do the tray ceilings. So they kind of give you a blank canvas for you to really be able to trick these homes out. Pretty good sized master bedroom. You could easily fit a king size bed here with nightstands, and then you would throw your TV up over on that wall over there. And then everybody loves the Westin bathrooms. Their staple is this freestanding tub. Sometimes you'll see it out in the middle of the bathroom. I personally don't like how it kind of sticks out. I'd rather have it tucked away somewhere. But then you're gonna have your walk-in shower as an option too, which is nice. And they just do really neutral, clean color palettes in their inventory homes, just to give you a good variety. But I'm gonna go right past you over here because they've got 2 closets, and both of the closets are massive. So you've got a his and a hers, plenty of hanging space over here. You got kind of the dress shelf, and you get a nice little window here in the closet too. And you've got your shoe shelves. And then you flip around, you've got dual vanities. That side has a lot more counter space, and that's got kind of the makeup setup. And then you even have this window here, which is gonna let some natural light in with this frosted glass. So it's gonna give you just a lot of options, a lot of space in here. This is a little bit of a knee knocker. You've got room once the door's closed. It's a little tight, but one thing Westin does a great job of is having this second closet connect through over to the laundry room. They don't waste any space, so you can tell that this goes underneath the staircase, but you can go either way here. And then not a massive laundry room, but you've got room for your full-size washer dryer with some hanging space here. Now, this is what's cool. This is that feature I was talking about. Not only do you have another little art nook right here with some light shining down on it, but you've got a secondary bedroom that's a complete ensuite here on the first floor. This is a big deal for me. I like this about our house. It just gives us that guest room on the first floor where we can put the kids upstairs and just have that separation of space. And then the fact that this has its own bathroom with a walk-in shower and then closet kind of tucked in over here, I think is, you know, pretty unique in the scheme of things. So this is it for downstairs. Now let's go check out the upstairs. Now I want you to pay close attention to what you get in their 2 stories, because we are gonna see a 1-story next, and they just feel very different. They're both really unique, but the 2-story, what it offers, not only these big kind of expansive ceilings, you got this nice overflow. You know, if you can get around that chandelier, you can see out through the upper windows. So this home feels nice and open, but you still have plenty of room and space upstairs. But before I show you kind of the living area, we're gonna start over here. You've got 2 bedrooms connected with the Jack and Jill bathroom. Bedrooms are decent size. They're probably 11 by 11. They're not absolutely massive. However, they do have some walk-in closets here. If I could get the light. There we go. Thank you, Keith. But one thing that's really cool that I like about Westin is a lot of times they'll have walk-in attics. So you can just peek in. Here in Texas, we don't have basements. We store a lot of our stuff in the attic, and Westin always does a good job of giving you kind of walk-in access. So with it being the holidays, we recently were up in our attic grabbing out all of our Christmas stuff. So this is that Jack and Jill bathroom. It connects through. You've got your shower and tub in here, but you've got doors that close it off. So each bedroom has its own sink set up. And then this room's gonna be a little bit bigger. So this one's larger size, and then closet space, pretty decent overall. I would say pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. And then that's kind of on this side of the upstairs. Then you've got kind of the walkway across. you can spill down over to into the entryway. Part of the benefit of having these kind of walkways is it allows the light to come through the house entirely. And then over here, this is going to be the bathroom for this fifth and final bedroom. However, it's also gonna kind of function as a half bath. That's why they have it positioned in the hallway. So for anybody upstairs, and then you got the biggest closet in this room. So biggest room, biggest closet, take a peek in there. It's really good size. And then last but not least, what I like about Westin and what they do a great job of is giving you that secondary living space upstairs. At 3,800 square feet, you would expect it, but you really have two living spaces. You've got this area, which in a lot of their model homes is gonna have a pool table, kind of hangout area, but typically there's not a TV here because you have the Westin movie rooms. Every single Westin floor plan that I have seen, with exceptions of one floor plan, which we'll tell you about, have these media rooms. And these media rooms are great. They paint the walls different. They're pre-wired for surround sound. You can close these doors up and you just have that extra space to come have your movie night where kids can watch up here, or you can close these doors up, put them down and have your own movie night. But what I really want to tell you is exactly what this home costs as we walk over and check out the next one. At 3,800 square feet, this home was originally priced at $715,000. However, they've actually slashed the price $45,000. So it's now priced at $669,000 with no rear neighbors, the largest floor plan. So now you see what I'm talking about. The fact that you can get this for that price is really amazing. And they're finishing out this section. As you can see, as we walk past this home, this one's already been sold. I think they said they sold 3 or 4 just last week. So these 7 are gonna go quick. Not to mention this one's in a cul-de-sac, but right next door, you have the 1-story. This is the Lorraine 2, and what's so cool about the Lorraine 2 is it is the model home over in the Woodlands Hills, but this is actually a 65-foot product. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when we talk about product sizes, the Carter is the biggest square footage, but it's actually designed to fit on a 60-foot lot, which means that home is 50 feet wide. This one is actually a 65-foot product, which means the house itself can't fit on many lots out here in Grand Central Park. And one of the reasons it's so big is because it's a 1-story. So it's just under 3,300 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, but this is an absolute sprawl, really good ceiling heights, amazing garage, whereas that one right next door just had a 2-car garage. This one's got that really unique 3-car tandem garage. So let's go inside and really you can compare and let me know down in the comments if you like the 2-story better or if you like the 1-story. This is the home that gives everyone that's looking for a Westin home second thoughts because they think they fall in love with the 2 stories and the staircase until they see this main living space in this 1-story. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is that wide ranch style 1-story that you really seem to struggle to find in master plan communities because not many lots can accommodate a home this size. And the first thing I noticed, not only is it super wide, but you got these cool cathedral ceilings and they did the 2-tone, they painted these sheetrock beams. Some of the homes even come wrapped in wood if you go fully custom, but starting with the floors, you've got this wood look tile. And I want to start over here in the living room because I got a hold of their little fancy remotes. You can just kick the fireplace on and relax on this nice winter day and warm it up. But I love how open this is. This kitchen island is probably the only time I've seen this is in the Lorraine. So this is an option. You get a lot more space if you decide to just go with a traditional island. But since this is a move-in ready inventory home, there's nothing left that you can change on this home. You can only add to it after you close on it. These homes can close if you're a cash buyer in as quick as 7 to 14 days. Otherwise, it takes about 30 days to close. So starting over here in the kitchen, some of the things that I like is you've got so much space here so that you could actually seat around this and use it as kind of your informal kitchen table area. And then plenty of counter space over here. Starting with this little kind of coffee nook. You've got a little, I guess, place for your coffee, extra storage. You've got some cool shelving over here. Really just tons of cabinet space. Really nice open ceilings. Because it's a 1-story, you don't have anybody up above you. Feels like the ceiling height is just super nice and open. They actually have the appliances in this home, so you can see you've got the stainless steel sink, but you've got kind of the bronze faucets. And then right behind you over here is actually gonna be where you're gonna enter in from this 3-car garage. I wanna show you this because it is important. Most people aren't thinking about the garages when they're looking into these homes, but This home is massive, so this whole extra area can fit a golf cart or a full-size car. You've got a refrigerator plug over here, an extra storage closet, and then you've got 10-foot ceilings in here. So what a lot of clients are gonna do is they're actually gonna put storage shelving just above the garage door so you can actually keep all of your boxes and everything stored up over here. Another cool feature, these homes have tankless water heaters, so you're never gonna run out of that instant hot water. And then this is your landing area. So you're gonna be able to store all of your coats up over here, your little shoes in your shoe rack, and then your laundry room is gonna sit right here in the center of the house, giving you convenient access to that from pretty much any of the different bedrooms. This is your pantry. So this is where you're gonna store all your food. They got some stuff in here. It looks like they got the vent hood. Because once again, we're not showing you model homes today. You could actually buy this home. So you're gonna have the exposed vent hood. They're gonna finish it up, taking it all the way up to the top with the metal, and then you've got your 4-burner gas cooktop. But what's really cool about how this is set up is you've got a dining room that's connected, but it's still its own separate space. I like dining rooms like this a lot more because this is a formal dining room, but you don't feel like you're separated up at the front of the home. So it kind of is incorporated into this nice big open space. And you've got plenty of room here for even a 10-seater table with a leaf. And then right where you're standing, you actually, in the model home over in the Woodlands Hills, they actually did a full built-in like walk-in wine, kind of, not cellar, but I don't know what you call it, big wine cabinet over here. So plenty of opportunities in Westin Homes to come in afterwards and fill in these spaces with the built-ins. Now, this particular yard backs up to a green belt as well. It's pretty chilly out, so bear with me here. But you can see you got good side yard, but then it drops off into a creek. So they're building a bridge right across it, but you've got pretty views from inside of this home, straight back into the woods over here. And as you can tell, we're actually right up at the front of the neighborhood. So you're just a few minutes away from all of the shopping. You've got Sam Houston Medical School right here. And if you need to work remote and want an office, right behind us is actually where we originally officed. They've got Apex Executive Suite, so you can go just rent an executive office and just a quick golf cart right away from that. Now, let me tell you why we didn't build this floor plan. My wife wanted a 1-story so bad, but because you're in a 1-story, just like you saw in that 2-story next door, they had 2 secondary living spaces upstairs. They had the living room and the media room. This house doesn't offer that. That was the only thing that was lacking. You do have one of the most convenient flex spaces right off of the living room. So if I'm a mom and I'm looking at a 1-story home, this is your best option because you can have the playroom with these double glass doors that you can close up, but you can still see the kids right from the kitchen. Spin around. You can see right here, you've got direct line of sight over here. Now you could use this as a home office. My neighbors have this floor plan. They actually have a piano set up in here, use it as a music room. They homeschool their kids, so their kids play in here as well. But one of the best flex rooms, and I just love the location because it just feels like it's so tied in to the rest of the house. Now, you've got 1 bedroom back there. That's gonna be the master. And then back up that way, you're gonna have the rest of the bedroom. So we'll check out the master first. And what I like is the master is a really good size, but the bathroom and closet in this home are to die for. You've got a little bit of extra separation too. One thing I don't like in 1-stories is when your bedroom door pretty much touches the open area just because sound travels through these homes. So I feel like you've got a nice little buffer zone here. So now we're in the back of the house. You've got the tray recessed ceilings going up, which is nice. You even have kind of a bump out behind you here. 3 big windows, but this room is significantly larger than the master bedroom over at the Carter. A king bed, just for reference, it's gonna come out to just right here. That literally gives you 4 full paces all the way over here to set up sofas, set up your Peloton, have a full seating area. And you know what's great? I would actually probably put built-ins in here in the bedroom. You've got plugs already run there. It's absolutely perfect. Now, a lot of times Westin does like a pretty neutral palette. I actually love that they went with black floors in here to break it up a little bit. So you've got a really wide kind of galley style bathroom. It's not tight like a lot of these houses we film these days. You've got a great makeup counter over here, and then you still have your 2 separate vanities. Now, I like this a lot better than the setup next door. This is how our bathroom is set up identically. And so you've got the freestanding tub, but it's not right in the middle of the walkway. And then you've got a huge walk-in shower. I do wish they put the bench in there, but you know, can't have everything the way that we want it. So, massive closet. Now you don't have 2 closets here, and it doesn't connect to the laundry room, but check this out. You just got so much space in here, so you've got 2 dedicated sides, and meet me around right over here and you'll see, I don't know what you'd use this for, but you got this cool little storage area. And then right down here, same thing. So I'd probably put my suitcases down over here and then kind of cover it up with all of this extra hanging space, throw your shoes here, and then call it a day. And then meet me up at the front of the house so I can show you those other bedrooms. Now, the rest of the home and all of the bedrooms are gonna be up here at the front. So they're gonna come off that main living area, they're gonna come down this front hallway, and the front door is right behind you. But this is probably my favorite setup in the house. You've got your downstairs half bath, which you would think it would be a full bath that connects over to this bathroom, but it's not. It's a true half bath that's completely dedicated for guests to use. And then you come over here and you've got these huge ceilings in here. These are 14-foot ceilings in a bedroom. And that's only because it's a 1-story. And then you're kind of tucked in over this little flower bed. I've seen a lot of people with this floor plan actually put pavers out here and rocking chairs and kind of turn this into an elevated front porch setup, but you got these nice windows bringing in a lot of natural light. But this is your ensuite bedroom. This is gonna give you tons of flexibility, maybe for an older kid or those in-laws or guests, but check out the closet space in this. This is a massive closet for just one of your guest rooms. And then you've got your walk-in shower over here. So really, really nice setup to set up as the guest room, whether you got kids or not. Single vanity here. And then over here is where I would put my kids. So whether you got 1, 2, or even 3 kiddos, you're gonna stash them in one of these 2 front bedrooms because they're gonna connect nicely with the Jack and Jill. Still have pretty adequate closet space in these. However, the bedrooms are gonna run just a little bit smaller than what we saw next door. Ceiling height in here still looks to be about 10 feet. So it's really good size. And then this is gonna snake through here. Same black tile that we saw throughout the house. So they're not mixing and matching. It's all pretty cohesive. Got your shower tub and then comes through over to here. And then get a look at these ceilings. Once again, huge ceiling heights, 14 feet, much taller than what we see in most homes. And then even behind you, you've got these kind of upper dormer windows that go all the way around the room. And what's cool from where I'm standing is you can see all these trees. You got views up through these top windows. So you're gonna get in natural light, but nobody's gonna be necessarily like looking in the windows from over here. So you can still put a nice queen size bed up over here. And you're not gonna believe this. Go ahead, before I tell you what this home cost, guess whether or not you think the one next door costs more or this one, and I'll tell you outside. Now, I actually messed up. I meant to say this home is slightly larger than 3,300 square feet. It's 3,328, and this home was actually originally priced more than that one, but it has been slashed significantly. It was originally $729,000, but right now, it's for sale for $644,000. And I've actually seen the Lorraine 2 being sold over the $800,000 price point in certain neighborhoods here in the Houston area. So it definitely is a killer deal, but we still have 2 more to show you. The next one we're headed to's got that greenbelt lot, but stick around because the model home at the end is gonna be your best insights into what it looks like to build if you're not interested in one of these move-in ready inventories with Westin. We gotta hop in the golf cart and we'll see you in the next house. Everything out here is so convenient when you've got one of these. This is actually gonna be the cheapest of the 3 homes we're showing you. And this is a floor plan I hadn't been in before. I thought I'd been in every single Westin, but they just rolled out some new plans. And this one actually sits on a 60-foot lot. This is called the Naples 2. And it's not quite as big as the Carter, but it is a 4-bedroom home, and it's got a different layout than I've seen in a lot of these homes. But before we go inside, if you don't know already, my name's Kyler Ferris, and we make these videos just for you. We're experts. We sold over 350 homes here in Houston just this past year, and we've sold over 50 just in Grand Central Park. So if you're thinking of moving here and you got questions, whether it's on Westin or any of these other builders, don't be shy. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can actually help you make a smooth move right here to Houston. Now, I wanna check out this house, but the first thing I wanna show you is you don't get double front doors on every single home. I opted for these when we were building our Westin home, and I love it. It makes it so much easier on move-in day with furniture to be able to open up both of these doors. You've got a huge covered kind of front porch area that goes all the way up. And then right whenever you come into this home, you've got your staple, you've got the staircase, but if you look right past that staircase, you've got what I think is the most desirable feature on this home, and that's gonna be views of the trees, of the forest. You got the wrought iron fencing in the back, and you've got that green belt. So we're gonna come right on in to the main living area, into this heart of the home. This is your main living area, and the ceilings don't get much taller. In fact, I almost got knocked in the head by this little guy. But you've got your electric fireplace. You're gonna mount your TV right here. and then you've got a wall of 4 gorgeous windows, and then kind of a little cubby over here, but not really big enough to put in a built-in. And then you flip around and you can see the ceiling height kind of changes. You got the 10-foot ceilings, and then you've got your kitchen. So they don't have the appliances in over here just yet, but you can expect those to be some nice stainless steel options. Dedicated spot for your fridge with cabinets even up on top. Then you've got a nice walk-in pantry over here tucked into the corner. So overall, kitchen size isn't near as big as what we saw in the Lorraine. However, you do have a pretty good sized kind of covered kitchenette area over here. And this needs to be a little bit bigger because this home actually doesn't have a formal dining room, and I love it. And I'll tell you why when I show you what they used for that space instead of a dining room. But over here in the backyard, this to me is the biggest selling point of any of the homes that we're looking at, because nothing makes me happier than walking home every day, looking out my windows or walking in my backyard and just looking straight out into trees. And it's fall right now, so you can see all of the leaf color changes. That you drop down about 30 or 40 feet down into one of the creeks that runs through this neighborhood. And I view that as a pro. Now, some of you are probably like, oh my gosh, a creek, does that mean it's gonna flood? Guys, good news for you. I've lived here for 6 years. I'm on the MMD board. I'm very close with the developer out here. 0 homes have ever flooded in Grand Central Park. Okay, we know where the floods happen. We know what levels they happen at, and we got elevation certificates on these homes to make sure they're high and dry and that they will never flood. But get a look at the size of this yard. And this is such a good example of exactly what a 60-foot lot looks like, because this is an interior lot. So you can see from post to post, it's exactly 60 feet. So you've got these wood cedar privacy fences to give you privacy from your neighbors, but then you shoot perfectly back in through the wrought iron into that nice green belt. And you might be able to see it on camera, but you got some tall buildings over here. So right through there, that's the Conroe Hotel and Convention Center. They've got a great restaurant. They also have a great bar. So you're really close to being able to go out, have a nice drink, and maybe get a babysitter here. In fact, your baby monitor might even be able to reach over there. Probably not, probably a bad idea now that I say it out loud. Get a babysitter. But anyways, you've got that right there. You've got the medical school right there. And then you've got everything up right over here at this Marcel Boulevard. You've got your F45, which is kind of like fitness classes. You've got restaurants. You've got Camilla's, which is a Mexican food restaurant. You've got a brand new all-you-can-eat sushi place. You've got a great Italian restaurant. And they're still adding some cool spots right here. And that is walking distance from this exact home. And you've got a pretty nice covered back patio here. So same flooring in all 3 homes. I'm actually surprised. Usually they mix it up, but I guess they found one that they liked and they ran with it. So it's that kind of real wood looking wood tile. So it's gonna be super durable if you've got pets. I prefer tile over real wood floors if you're gonna have any kind of pets. I like real wood floors. I think they're pretty. I have them in my house, but I don't have a dog. So if you have a dog, I've seen too many homes this year where they've ruined $30,000 floors with their pets. So you got some coat storage closets in here. No art nook in this one, but you do have your updated digital thermostat so you can control it via Wi-Fi. And then coming in here, you've got the double tray ceiling. So it goes from, looks like 8 to 9 to 10 feet. So pretty good. Actually, I think it's 9, 10, 11. Great views from the master suite back into the greenbelt. So it's nice to be able to lay in bed and still take in all of that nice nature. Double doors into the bathroom. I like this a lot. And you're actually met with a mirror all the way down at the end of the hallway. I haven't seen this in any of the Westins, so it is pretty unique. And then you got a lot of space in here. It opens up, vanities on both sides. You got your freestanding tub. I like this a little better. I like how it's kind of tucked in. It's out of the way completely. And then you've got a nice walk-in shower over here. So pretty good setup. Back over this way, got your toilet room. And then this is pretty neat. So you got this mirror right behind me here, and then you can go either way. This is the smaller of the 2 sides. Check that out. You've got plenty of hanging space right over there. Coming in over here, you've got a totally separate closet. Once again, utilizing underneath the stairs. I think it's a great call. And then it's got that connectivity to the laundry room. And just on a real note, we actually use this laundry room connection all the time, because you come back from the gym, you're sweaty, you go up to F45 at that class over here, you run home, you come straight in through the front door, you drop the clothes in the laundry, you go hop in the shower, you rinse off, and then as soon as the laundry's done, guess what? Follow me. You just put it right back here in the closet. It's that easy. Hanging it up, you're hanging it up. So it actually lives really well. I love that they do this with their floor plans. I think once they figured that out, they just kept doing it. Now, another feature I love in this floor plan that I hadn't seen, because I haven't seen this floor plan, is that they've got that secondary bedroom on the first floor. Big bonus for me. Now, what's unique about this is it's got its own ensuite. So some of the Westin floor plans that have the secondary bedroom will kind of mix and match bathrooms, but this one has its own dedicated ensuite. And then you're gonna have to follow me inside here. It gets a little tight, I'm not gonna lie, but then it opens back up into a closet with its own window. And then we might just have to cut Keith because I'm not sure how we're getting out of here together. Now, as we leave that bedroom, you actually do have a separate half bath for the rest of the home. They painted the walls, it matches the tile. And then we find ourselves right back up here at the entryway. Now you can see these double doors even better. But here's what I love about this floor plan. A lot of the Westins, they feel very similar, but you're either trading off a bedroom on the first floor, or you're trading off a home office, or you're trading off that formal dining. But this is a really big flex space on the first floor. In fact, it's bigger than what I would expect a home office to be. And if you got little kids, sure, it's great to have that extra play space upstairs, which this home has, but you really want the playroom on the first floor. So to have this, you can close these up. You could use it as a media room, but I would just dump all the kids' toys in here, put the chalkboards on the wall, put the little nuggies over in the corner, or the gymnastics bars, or the balance beams, whatever it is, and just let the kids have a field day and close them up and still be able to have a nice close watch on them from right over here in the kitchen area. Now, follow me. We got these gorgeous spiral staircase coming all the way up the stairs, and then you're gonna be met with a little bit different floor plan at the top than we're used to in most of these Westin homes. So it does have the nice overflow. It's easy to yell at the kids and say, hey guys, come down to eat. However, you got kind of two different options up here. Now, it's not a 5-bedroom, but you've got some pretty good sized bedrooms up here. So they feel a little bit larger than what we feel over in the Carter floor plan. And then you've got good sized walk-in closets. So this has the Jack and Jill setup. So you're gonna kind of snake through here. Kiddos are gonna share a bathroom up here. However, it's kind of all one bathroom for the upstairs. So I guess it technically doesn't connect over to this bathroom. So good sized bedroom, and then you've got the closet right back over through there. But what I like about this home is I feel like the living space upstairs is a little bit bigger than the Carter. Instead of it being kind of just like a small landing area, you really have a pretty good size secondary playroom here, and then a pretty good size media room too. So you could even take these doors off and just make this all kind of one big living space up here. Or, you know, they painted them to match, but you can close these guys up, come on in here, get you the surround sound. This one's pre-wired as well, by the way, because these homes are actually for sale. It's important. If they're not pre-wired, they're not pre-wired, but these are, but they've actually painted the little caps to match. So you could set up your surround sound day one, have that movie room right here, and the price on this one is even cheaper. Well, looky there, the sun decided to come out. It was only a matter of time, and I think that's just foreshadowing for the pricing on this guy here. Now, this one's not as big as the Carter, but it's still a massive home. It's 3,444 square feet, and the original price on this one was $692,000, but they have this home marked down right now to $624,000. And without getting too specific, I don't want to get myself in trouble, we've got a really great relationship with Westin Homes, and I can tell you from experience and from selling a bunch of homes with Westin, I think we've probably sold over 20 homes with them at this point, just in probably the past 2 years. I think we can get more off of these homes for you guys. So if you're wanting a year-end deal, you want one of these move-in ready homes, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. But if these prices are too expensive for you, don't worry. We still have one more really good option for you, and that is to buy one of Westin's slightly smaller products that still feel very similar, and they're doing something pretty cool right now. So we're gonna hop in the golf cart, we're gonna cruise on over to the model, because they haven't actually let you pick what goes into your home in a long time, and I know that might sound foreign to you, but Westin knows what they have in their products. And so for about 2 years now, you haven't been able to go to the design center, but they recently changed that. They came up with a few new design packages that if you buy one of their homes before it's built, you can actually still pick out exactly what goes into it to make you a little bit more happy with the final product. So follow me, hop on in, and we're gonna head on over to the model home. This is the Grand Central Park Model Home Park, but it's not what it used to be. If you look right here, this was the Drees Model Home, and they just sold it to a family, and they're starting to close some of these homes out. We've got the 2 Westin models here. Now, they do have a smaller 1-story floor plan over here, which is basically the Lorraine that we saw, but it's a smaller version of it called the Lindy. But this is a 55-foot 2-story model home, and they're not building these anymore, but they are building a whole new section of 17 more 50-foot products that feel very similar to this, almost to the point where if you walked into this and walked into one of those, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But I wanted to get you over here for two reasons. One, because it's a model home. You can really see what a Westin looks like when it's furnished. It just looks completely different because I don't want you to have to guess as to what those homes could look like. I want you to actually see it firsthand, but I'm also gonna show you exactly what you can build a home just like this for because it's a lot cheaper. I'm just gonna give you a hint. It starts just over $500,000 and you're still around the 3,000 square foot mark. So this is their 55-foot product. This is the home office. They use the salespeople. They use that as the office up over here. But as you come in, you've got a fully decorated dining room over here in this layout. You still have your spiral staircase. I'm really surprised they don't have the Christmas tree right now this time of year. They've got like, kind of some like tropical plants for some reason in the winter, but that's just Texas for you. Really well-staged living area. It's gonna feel a little bit tighter, one with furniture, but two, because this home is about 10 feet skinnier than what we saw in those bigger inventory homes. And so if you walk into these model homes with us and it feels a little tight, you're probably gonna wanna opt for those 60 and 65-foot Westin products. Now this model home does have the gas fireplace. I am a little bit jealous. I do like these better than those electric options. And there's a couple more bells and whistles in here whenever it comes to some of the finishes. But I was surprised to see that waterfall edge over in one of those inventory homes because that's what you've got here where the countertop matches the side. You got your appliance. Now you do have this cool little pass through to the formal dining. So even though it is its own kind of dedicated dining room, at least it's got some connectivity to the kitchen. So it kind of makes sense, you know, you can get through here pretty easily. And then you've got a pretty good pantry, well organized by the way. You've got a 5-burner gas cooktop here with the pot filler, which if you don't know what these are, don't turn that knob, it will shoot water everywhere, but it's so that you don't have to take the pot back and forth. You can just fill it up right here to make your pasta. Oh, there we go. We got some Christmas decorations in here with the nutcracker. Now, this one's got your kitchenette over here. It's a lot smaller because you do have the formal dining. And then you can comfortably fit, 3 bar stools at this island. You might be able to cram 4 in, but I will say this, because of the waterfall edge, you might not think about this, but it actually prevents your knees from being able to kind of swing under the counter space. So you really can't cram 4 bar stools under a waterfall edge like you could a traditional countertop that just sticks out. Now, back patios on these are gonna be a little bit smaller in this product line, but I will say in some of the 50-foot products, you can get some back patios that are bigger than this. And yard sizes are gonna vary. This lot, because it's a model home, lot is gonna be a little bit bigger. A lot of the 50-foot lots just aren't gonna be quite as deep as what you're seeing here in this particular property. And then if you snake through over here, you're gonna have that same feature that's kind of a staple of Westin's, which is where it connects all the way through back up to the front of the house. Now, this is the first time we're getting to show you one of the homes today with a king bed in it and still show you how much room you actually have whenever you've got these bay windows. A lot of natural light coming through, but you can see paint goes a long way in here. Paint goes a long way, design goes a long way. So if you thought those homes we showed you earlier were a little bit plain, it's because they were. They don't have anything in them yet. So it's gonna be easy to fix that. So upgraded features in the model home are gonna be these kind of like basin sinks that are kind of sat up above the countertops. And as I mentioned right before we hopped in the golf cart over here, with Westin, for about 4 years now, since COVID, you haven't actually been able to go to the design center and pick every little detail out. We were one of the last people to do that, and I'm really grateful we were because our house is sweet and we got to pick everything we wanted. But those days have been long gone. But what they just told me is they are allowing you to pick now from pre-selected packages. And so what they'll do is they'll pick like 3 or 4 different packages of countertops with sinks and faucets and everything. So you can at least pick the overall aesthetic and color scheme of the property, which I appreciate. So if you are gonna build one of these 50-foot products we're telling you about, you can do that starting just over $500,000. You got the freestanding tub here, big walk-in shower, you got your toilet room. I don't know about this tile, it's kind of the faux marble. I feel like it would get dirty really easily personally. So, but once again, this is a model home. Good closet space. Now what you will start seeing as you get in these smaller homes is a lot of them you're gonna lose the dual closets. So this is still a substantial closet compared to a lot of the homes we show you these days, but you're gonna start noticing spaces get a little bit tighter. Most of the homes in these 50-foot product sizes are still over 3,000 square feet though, which is really nice. You've got a 2-car garage in this floor plan, and then all of the other bedrooms are gonna be right upstairs. Now, you gotta love the Westin spiral staircase, but if you're a mom and you're worried about those kids taking a little tumble, have no fear. We did this in our house. We actually permanently mounted a gate. We found the stud right here, and so it's nice, safe, and secure. And so once the kids are up here, There's no way that you have to worry about them falling down the stairs, which really does open this up to be the family home that it's designed to be. As you can see, it's nice and open. You've got the game room over here with the air hockey table, but it all starts with the bedrooms. You've got 3 upstairs. This is a 4-bedroom home, but this home, or this room's pretty good size. So queen bed. I love the furniture in here. Typically I don't fall in love with model home furniture, but I actually like what they're doing here. And I'm just gonna let you go down, check out this hallway. So this is pretty unique. We see this in Westin Homes. You've got the closet space located right off over here, and it goes all the way back into its own bathroom. So you got the shower, the tub, and then through that door right behind you is actually a walk-in attic. So plenty of storage in these Westin Homes. You've got the undermount sinks, really nice finishes in this specific model home. But you know, it's kind of cool that you saw the inventory homes first. So now you have a good idea of what actually comes standard in their homes if you were to buy one of their inventories. Now, coming down this hallway, another bedroom. I like that these bedrooms aren't really sharing walls with one another. If you've got kids, they can be loud, and so it's nice. They're not gonna wake each other up if they're, you know, playing in their rooms. So, decent closet space. This one's a little tighter than the others that we saw. It doesn't get near as tight as the closet we saw in that house a couple weeks ago in one of our videos. That's still the smallest closet I've ever seen in my life. You gotta suck it in to get in this door. Really good design selections in this home. And that's actually the perk about building. So if you do build one of these 50-foot products, their designers at Westin are really good. They tend to go with a more neutral color palette with their inventory homes, but if you're actually gonna do the dirt build and go through the whole build process, they give you a lot more details to pick from whenever you're picking through these kind of design palettes that they've pre-put together. Now, before we kind of show off the media room, there's one more bedroom. They've got this one set up as a nursery, but just proof that, you know, paint and furniture go a long way, and it still gets a lot of good natural light now that the sun has come out. So, closet space in these, a little tinier, a little bit smaller. Don't love it. Gonna be honest, don't love it, but kind of makes up for it with all this extra living space. I like the sliders on these, so these will be an option. We didn't see these in the inventory homes. These give it kind of a cool, more modern look. And all of their media rooms in their homes are gonna be similar size, but some of them are more rectangular, some of them are more square. Some of them, the media room will be bigger, and then this kind of living space will be smaller, or vice versa. This will be a nice big open living room and a media room, but the cool part is they tend not to leave it out. Pretty much every single one of their floor plans is going to give you this. So you can see the similarities, even though there's about an 800 square foot difference between these floor plans and the Carter, and there's about a $100,000 to $150,000 price difference. The good news is there are still options in the smaller products for about the next year or two until they're completely done building here in Grand Central Park. Now, I wanted to show you this product because not everybody's got a $700,000 budget. So if you've got that $500,000 to $550,000 budget and you've got the time to build, you're gonna wanna come by, reach out to us and check out Westin's 50-foot products. They only have 17 lots left, and then this neighborhood is done for Westin. As I mentioned, a lot of these model homes are closing their doors up, but if you do happen to have a higher budget, if you can go a little bit bigger and you want that 4,000 plus square foot home, we've got a couple months left to get you in touch with 2 builders, Jamestown and J. Patrick Homes, that are actually building homes out here for the first time over $1 million. Some of them actually sit on a lake right here in the neighborhood. So if you want more information on those, be sure to check out this video right here. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about those. And as always, if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Houston area or Grand Central Park to my neighborhood, don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to my neighborhood.